care of it. You may be wondering, who are we? What are we? We are Kingdom Armed Sword Fighting League, which is right here in Fountain Inn, right above the HEMA. HEMA, good people, give us some makeup. And what we actually do is we study and learn the historical treatises of sword fighting from the 14th to 15th century. Really, when they first started to write it down, before it was very much a cultural thing, a father would teach a son. You would have small masters who would be in different cities, and they would teach it, but they really started to standardize it in the 14th and 15th century. And that's what we actually study. So we're not making anything up. We're not personal studying. We actually translate the German and then find out, and then actually kind of have to figure it out from this little picture of a guy doing this, of what they're trying to do. So it's very interesting. This is our instructor, our founder, Aaron Schober. He's been studying this for about 3 years. This is actually our 1-year anniversary in Fountain Inn. So, it's really awesome.
It's our 1-year anniversary.
Fountain Inn is an awesome place to be. It really is. So we enjoy it. But what we're going to do here is just a small exhibition. So to show you guys that we're not just making stuff up, we're actually going to take the moves, we're going to take the cuts, the slices, the footwork that goes with it, and we're going to show you how you can put that all together into a fight. And we're going to go a little bit step by step. So we're going to go from fighting with a dagger, which is something that we do with a dagger very close, a lot of resistance. And we're going to end up fighting with the actual steel Longsword. Alright? So these are going to be choreographed moves, and we're actually going to do it in steps so you can kind of see what's happening. But we're going to put it all together in the end as a very fluid, fast fight so you can kind of see how it all rolls out from there. But any questions? I'm just kidding, we don't have time for questions. I'm running this deal. Absolutely. Why would you want to learn this? Back in the Middle Ages, you had to defend yourself. Everyone walking on the street, from the lowest peasant, had about an 18-inch long dagger on him. So you kind of had to know how to use that. The reason that they want to standardize this, to teach this, is when they go to war, they have the experience, because it wasn't a trained army that they had. You had your baker, you had the blacksmith. Those were the people going and doing the fighting. So what would happen is, if they didn't know what they were doing, the most common thing is someone grabs it, and we see this in the school, is they just kind of swing it like a baseball bat at the next person. And a lot of times you see what happens there, they wind up killing each other. Well, that's not good, because you got the other guy, but now, I'm dead too. Whoops. So what would actually happen is, the most common cut is called the peasant's cut. In the German, it's called the peasant's cut. And it's just from the top, swinging as hard as you can to the bottom. So what you can actually do if you learn some of the technique is you can use that against them. So this is what makes it a martial art. You can, it's more than just swinging at someone. You can see that John has a number of ways to deflect the strike that's coming in, and then immediately counter-attack. He can counter-attack with another cut, he can counter-attack with a thrust, or he can counter-attack with an actual slice. And that's what someone that is skilled can do against someone that is not skilled. Right there, he did what's called knock rising. So the peasant is just trying to get him. He's just trying to cut him in half, cutting as hard as he can. And John just steps back and then makes the killing blow. So that's why you would want, in that day, that time, that's why you would want to do this. So thank you very much for explaining that. And now, like I said, we're going to start with the dagger, and we're going to go to the dagger. So you'll get to see the first and then we're going to do another counter and another counter. That's going to be a lot of fun. So here we are, actually going to do the dagger. He's wrestling